Hi, this is video number 3 for math. This one goes over the worksheets that are included in your packet, take-home packet. This is math worksheets numbers 99 through 108. So I'm going to do a couple of the problems on the board, some of the examples on the board with you, to kind of give you an idea on how they work. Right? So go ahead and get out your math packet and turn to page 99, the front page. Okay? And I'm going to be working through the first example, the one at the top of the page. The example is 6 meters, 55 centimeters, right? So let's look at that one. I'm going to copy it kind of the way it is in our little workbook here. 6 meters, and then 55 centimeters. And then it's got like a box, I guess, that goes like this. And then it's got equals, blank, centimeters. And this one's got meters. This one's got centimeters on the outside. So the top of your problem kind of looks like this one. And so what we're going to do is we're going to break this down. 6 meters, see the box at the end? The 6 goes here. 55 centimeters, 55 goes here. But what about this one? You have to convert 6 meters into centimeters, right? How many centimeters are in a meter? This is an awkward pause. How many centimeters are in a meter? Right? I hope you said 100. Because centi means 100. Cent. Right? So 6 meters is 600 centimeters. Okay. Now the bottom of this example, right, has 600 centimeters. Right? 600 centimeters plus 55 centimeters, right, equals blank centimeters. So 6 meters and 55 centimeters. Broken down into pieces, meters and centimeters. Convert the meters into centimeters, 600. 600 plus 55 is 655. 600 plus 55. $655 centimeters. This is the example on page 199. Okay? So, pause the video, work through those first problems, right? They're number 1 through, flip the page, 1 through 6, right? So the answers for 1 through 6 should follow a pattern similar to this one. Okay? So pause the video, work on those. When you're finished and ready to move on, unpause the video, and we'll do another example for the next group together. Okay? Here, let me stand like this so you can pause it. Excellent. All right, welcome back. This was the example for the first one. Let me do an example for our next group of problems. We'll erase all this. And you should be on page 100, waiting to do number 7. But let's kind of walk through that example that they do on page 100, right? Now, page 100, the example is kind of the exact opposite of what we just did. Last time we took the 2 pieces and made one big measurement. This time we're taking one big measurement and putting it in pieces, right? So this was 212 centimeters is the example, right? So they give you the big piece, 212 centimeters. Remember, the centimeter is the thickness of a paper clip. So 212 of those, right, equals, how many meters, right? And how many centimeters, right? So we're going to do this. Right? It's kind of the way they have it broken up. They broke it up into meters and centimeters. Right? And so we're going to figure that out together. Right? Well, in our book, they have the same little boxes. So I'm going to move this over a little bit. So we can have this. Right? And a box here. And in one box it says centimeters. In the other box it says centimeters. And then just like last time, they changed to meters, right? All right. So we take 212 and we put them in two different boxes, right? The first box has 200 and the next box has 12. Okay. 200, 12. 212. How many meters are in 200 centimeters? 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So 200 centimeters would equal 2 meters. 2 meters. 2 meters. 12 centimeters. So in our example, 212 centimeters equals blank meters, blank centimeters. So in our example on page 100, we just take this answer here and move it down here. 2 meters, 12 centimeters. Took a big number, a big one, and turned it into two smaller numbers. 212 centimeters equals 2 meters, 12 centimeters. Okay? All right, so this should help you do problems number 7 through 12. 7 through 12. So go ahead and pause the video and work on 7 through 12, and I'll do another example with you after that for the next group of problems. All right, let me get my pause stance so you'll know when to pause it. All right, ready? Pause now. Excellent. Glad you guys were able to do those problems. Here we go. I'm in the middle of page 101. Making great progress. All right. So here's the problem that we just did. I'm going to erase that. Right. And let's look at the example together on page 101. Color the banner with the largest measurement. Ooh. We have to break it down. See, that one says the example is 550 centimeters equals 500 centimeters, 50 centimeters, 5 meters, 50 centimeters. Right. So you have to break them down to kind of the same measurements so you know which one to color. That's kind of what they're doing with those first 3, 13 through 15. So I'm going to write it right here on the board, the example, 550 centimeters. Right? Yeah, 550 centimeters. Oh, I don't like this marker. Oh, it's going out. I'm going to change that. $550 centimeters equals, then they break it up into 500 centimeters plus 50 centimeters. So it's kind of like the ones we just did. They take the 100 and they separate it from the rest. 550 centimeters equals 500 centimeters plus 50 centimeters. Right? Then they take the 500 centimeters and change it into meters. Okay? How many meters is this? 5 meters, because there are 100 centimeters in a meter, plus 50 centimeters. And that's how they did the example in the middle of page 101. Now, you need to know how to do this so you can do 13, 14, and 15. Do number 13, 14, and 15 the exact same way, and it'll be easy to tell which one to color. You color the biggest one. Okay. So do number 13, 14, and 15. Convert it out like this. Choose your favorite colored pencil or crayon. Color the biggest number, the biggest measurement. Okay? When you're done with that, flip the page, and let's see. You're going to do, 16, 17, 18, and 19, it says color the boxes that have equal measurements. So break them all down so they all look the same, okay? And then color the ones that are equal. Color the ones that are equal. All right? It's almost time to pause the video again. So when I get in a pause stance, you pause it, and I'll do maybe one more example for on page 102. Okay? All right, hold on. Put this down. Put this down. Here we go, and pause. Excellent. So glad that you're back. I hope that those were not too confusing. Got to use your colors. That's pretty good. All right. I am working on the example on page 102. Okay? So in your book, in your pamphlet, 102, middle of the page, it says 7 kilometers, 111 miles, right? Or meters. Meters. Right? So it's done the exact same way as we did the first example. Number 1 through 7, I think it was, right? Or 1 through 6. It's the same thing. Only this time we're using different measurements. I'll do the example here on the board. Shouldn't be too hard, right? 7 kilometers, 111 meters. All right. 7 kilometers, 111 meters. Right. And what does that put together? Let's find out. Here's what we have so far. And they do the 2-box method again. Right. Here's a box with kilometers. Here's a box with meters. Transfer our numbers. 7, 111. How many meters are in 7 kilometers? Right? How many meters are in 7 kilometers? How many meters are in 1 kilometer? Kilo means 1,000. Kilometer, 1,000 meters. All right, so 7 would be 7,000 meters. Right? And here's 111, so we know that the answer is 7,000 plus 111 equals 7,111 meters. Okay. It's the exact same way we did 1 through 6. The only difference is you have to know that a kilometer is 1,000 meters. But we know that from lesson 1. So we got it. All right? So go ahead and do problems 20 through 25. Okay? Pause the video. Ready? And pause. All right. Very good. I hope you did numbers 20 through 25. Right? And it looks like 26 to, I don't know, the rest of the page. 26 and the rest of page 103 and 104 looks like it's all the same problems. Same thing we just did earlier, taking the big number and turning it into smaller numbers. So you should be able to do those. As I look through this worksheet or this work packet, page 105 has a map that looks like this. So that's just looking at the map and then writing down the distances of this weird little, oh, it says Jacob is at an amusement park. He wants to visit all 4 theme parks. Find the length of each path he wants to take. So he has to go through the entrance, get to each park, tell me how far he's going to travel from one place to another. Okay? All right, look on page 106. I'll do a couple of these with you on page 106, these examples, and then you're free to finish out the rest of the math packet on your own. Okay? So I'm on page 106 at the top, where it says converting feet to inches. We did this early in the week, and I think we could do it again today. All right. It says 3 feet equals blank inches. You have to know your charts. You have to know your numbers. If you don't, then you'll be very confused. On a separate piece of paper, jot those notes down so that we'll know, right? So for the first example, 3 feet equals blank inches. Right? We did this earlier. We did this last time. Right? 1 foot is 12 inches. Right? I hope you said 12 out loud, because if not, then that just sounds silly. 12 inches. Okay? So 1 times 3 is 3. And then we know inches are 12 inches times 3. Right? Whatever you do to one side, you have to do the other side. 1 times 3 is 3. 12 times 3 is 12, 24, 36. 37, right? 3 feet is 36 inches. Okay, that's the first little example. I know they give you the answer, but I'm telling you how to get to the answer. All right, you're doing great. You're doing great. Don't give up. All right? The next one's yards into feet. 8 yards equals blank feet. Right? 8 yards equals blank feet. How many feet are in 1 yard? How many feet is this? That's a yard. If you remember your conversions, then you'll know that the answer is 3. Okay? So 1 times 8 equals 8. And 3 feet in a yard, 3 times 8 equals, see the 8s? Whatever I do to one side, I do the other. All right, 3 times 8 is, 3 times 8 is, that's right, 24. 8 yards is the same thing as 24 feet. Okay. Very good, awesome. Let's see. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Let's do D. 4 miles is how many feet? 4 miles is how many feet? All right. Four miles equals blank feet. You have to know how many feet are in a mile. 5280, right? 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. So how do I get from 1 to 4? Multiply. 1 times 4. How do I get this answer? Oh, 5,280 feet times 4. Don't roll your eyes at me. You can do this. I know you're thinking to yourself, I have to multiply 5,280 times 4? Alexa, what's 5,280 times 4? Don't do it that way. Do it this way. Ready? 5,280 times 4. Do it like that. Because you might be in the car, you might be somewhere where you don't have Alexa and you can't ask her, but you might have a pencil and paper. Right? So do it like this, and then we'll get the answer. Okay? 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 8 is 32. That's right. 2, carry the 3. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 3, 9, 10, 11. 4 times 5 is 20. Plus 1. Okay, so 4 miles is 21,120 feet. Right? That's the way you do it. That's the way you convert it. 1 mile, bang. 4 miles, bang. Okay? All I did is multiply both sides times 4 to get my answer. Right? Times 4 times 4. There you go. All right. So now you're free to work on the rest of the math packet on your own. If there's any parts that you don't understand or you got confused about, go back and watch the video to see some of the examples that we did together. Right? Don't be afraid to watch it over and over and over again. That's what it's there for. Okay? All right. Great job. Keep up the good work. I'm proud of you.